Okay, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us back again for Tuesday night movie reviews. I'm Box Office Brawler. I'm joined by my buddy Gally Ardo. Today, we are talking about Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, we have been on a Tarantino spree the last few weeks, and it's almost getting old because we've just been watching Tarantino. But it's been good. It's good stuff. There's always, with his work, you can trust that it's going to be high quality content. And so far, I haven't been disappointed. If anybody has any Tarantino movies they really don't like, I definitely like to know. So let us know in the chat. Everybody always has good things to say, though. I don't think I've seen anything I haven't enjoyed. But as for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it definitely wasn't a film I was expecting to to see followed through the way that it did. I personally didn't think that this movie felt like a Tarantino movie. This was sort of its own thing. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know how to describe it. It seems like almost a one off, kind of like Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight didn't really hop on the bandwagon of Tarantino's isms of what we've kind of seen as like a trajectory he follows. It was sort of its own thing, and I think we I kind of entered the space seeing this surprised, like this is a Tarantino film. Like, didn't kind of surprise me, but going in, I didn't know anything. Neither did my buddy here. I guess there was actually a lot of history involved with this film. There's more than meets the eye. There's a huge picture that they don't really tell you about in the movie. So if you don't do your research, if you don't hear by word of mouth, you miss a pretty crucial element of this film that I think I wish I would have known before. So if you go in seeing this for the first time, I'd look it up. I'd look up the story of Sharon Tate because that seems to be sort of a theme-defying element that represents the purpose of why this whole film was made. And for both of us, we didn't know what that was. So it was real interesting to put all those pieces together by the very end. But Luke, how did you feel going into this? Like, what did you expect to see with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I knew I was not prepared for any of it. I did not know that it was a movie based off of the acting in the movie industry. I had no clue. I mean, you'd probably figure since it's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I was kind of excited once I knew it was that kind of movie like Babylon. Hate on me, but Leonardo DiCaprio, big fan. So I was pretty excited. Once the movie started, you knew. I mean, he had stunt double, Brad Pitt, and it was really good. I did not expect any of that, like everybody else, but
Yeah, I think going in, like, they don't really reveal very much. And I feel like the story wise, while watching it, I was kind of like, I was in awe. Like, I was thinking, what is the purpose of this? What was the purpose of this movie? I mean, he is so purpose driven with all these films he makes. And I really didn't understand what it was until much later. And we're going to get into that. But for me going in, I didn't know what to expect either. I, I knew, I guess we figured out that classic snapping meme with Leonardo was in this film that really came out of nowhere. That was cool to see. Finally, thought it was from Wolf of Wall Street. I guess it wasn't, but I was completely, I had no idea going in. It was nice. It was nice going in to see something where it was a surprise. It was something you can enjoy as you went on this crazy, extravagant adventure. And that's what this was, and, you follow Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who is sort of a washed out actor who has been typecast. He's typecast as this, like, almost like this silly villain of the day that gets killed off in pretty much every appearance he makes, and he's sort of the loser, which was like a weird title, a weird character for him to be known as. I don't think anybody in the world right now could possibly typecast him in that element. I mean, the only thing I could think of with him being a villain is in Django. I don't think I've even seen him play as a villain in anything else, but that's just his characters he plays in this movie. As for Brad Pitt, he's the cool guy. He's chill. He's really sweet in this. Oh my gosh, he brings the swagger. I miss that. I miss that so much in all the movies we see nowadays. I feel like Brad Pitt's really the only one bringing that to the table anymore, which is sad. But yeah, he plays the chill stunt double. He's Leonardo DiCaprio's stunt double, and they're like best friends. They do everything together. He's also his driver. Unfortunately, he's known as the stunt double, but he's actually more of like his handler at his maid. He does a lot of the annoying little chores nobody wants to do, and he drives them around. But they're good friends. They're good buddies, and it's almost like a buddy cop movie in that way. And a lot of the film, up until about halfway through, seems kind of aimless. Like I felt like it was a little aimless, and it was sort of you're just following these two guys in their lives, and it didn't seem like it was going in any certain direction. We saw Leonardo DiCaprio. He was, he's in pieces. He's really sad, and he broke down so many times, and reasonably so. It was nice seeing him in a vulnerable position. I don't feel like we've seen that very often. I have never really been, I hate to say it, before lately, I've never been a big fan of Leonardo. I think Leonardo, I'm kind of scarred by him from Aviator. Have you ever seen Aviator, Luke?
No.
I guess it's about a real life person. I can't remember who, but he plays this really annoying, anxious small man, and he's like a very substantial person in real life, and he's done very interesting things. No cracks on the movie or anything, but he was a very annoying dude. And ever since he played that character in Aviator, it's been a while. It just rubbed me the wrong way. My gosh. But I just keep seeing him in that fashion from here on out. But ever since we've been watching Tarantino films, I mean, he is just awesome in these. But you said you're a fan of Leonardo, right?
Yeah, but also he was an alcoholic. I mean, in the movie, so that's part of the reason of his downfall. I noticed because when he was having that little tantrum in his trailer, he was.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Was,
Let me put up a picture real quick. Yeah, he definitely. This was different for him. This was different, and I kind of liked seeing different. I like seeing him in this, like, unfortunately, like sad, desperate phase. That's new for me.
Yeah, he was.
Here, I'm putting up a picture. Okay, there we go. That makes things a little more exciting. As for Margot Robbie's character, Luke and I, we were talking about her because she, like, until you learn the truth about like what this film is all about, what the purpose of the film was, the main central story that kind of resides in the background, it all focuses on her, and it's her. I mean, it's her movie almost, but she's barely in it, which is pretty interesting. Throughout the film, she's pretty much just a pretty face. She's a pretty face that wanders around and hangs out. And before I learned about the historical significance of her character, Sharon Tate, I was like, what is she doing here? And the whole story with her lover and their family life and their friends, I was like, this sucks. Like, this isn't fun. And it completely deviated from Leonardo and Brad Pitt's story, which I was very excited about, especially Brad Pitt. My gosh, he was phenomenal in this. But yeah, hers was sort of her own thing, and it was very I don't know, it kind of detached me from the more fun elements of this, but at the end of the day, it was more important to have her in here. But I think if everybody wants to hear about this is pretty interesting. So Margot Robbie, yeah, she's based off a real life actress named Sharon Tate, and supposedly Tarantino was very interested in this story. Sharon Tate, she was a real life actress. She was pregnant, and on a dark night in 1969, some crazy cultists paid her a visit, and, well, let's see, what words can I use? They murdered her, and they murdered her child she had in her stomach, and they staged it in this horrifying, elaborate, disgusting show. And I guess the real story is really insane. And Tarantino, this film was sort of like a love letter to Hollywood, in his words. And he wanted to sort of almost like right a wrong with this story, because that's what happens in real life with her character. But in this movie, that doesn't happen. These characters, these two fictional characters, Leonardo and Brad Pitt, the actions and the choices they make in the film alter what happens in real life. So that never happens. And you actually get an insane switch of events by the end of the film based off of some really crazy coincidences that led the cultists that were on their way to murder her to deal with Brad Pitt instead. And it definitely did not go the way that they thought. So it's very interesting that there's a real historical significance to this film that I wish would have been mentioned in the very beginning, like we've been talking about, because it wasn't really clear right off the bat. I mean, did you have any idea that there was some sort of historical connection here, Luke?
No, I not until Jackson said something about the other Jackson.
The other
Yeah,
Jackson, yeah.
he said something about Charles Manson that really intrigued me. So, yeah, I had no clue if he wouldn't have said anything. But it's a lot more interesting now that I know, and it makes somewhat more sense.
Yeah. And I think, so I think while I was trying to reason with it, because there's some interesting videos about the Sharon Tate murder on YouTube, if you guys are interested in hearing more about it, based off of the story here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because there were quite a few real life connections there. But I think one of the pivotal moments that sort of changed the direction of where this was supposed to go, where she was going to be the victim, was when Brad Pitt visited the hippie city, pretty much, which was the Stall Ranch? Is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Stall Ranch, and I guess it's an old Western set that was sort of taken over by a bunch of hippies, which I guess, crazy enough, were under the cult leadership of Manson, correct? Charles Manson.
So.
Charles Manson. And they were, they were free flowing hippies, and unfortunately they were manipulated into following his strange weird manipulations, and they ended up with the intention of going after rich white people to show their message. But because Brad Pitt paid them a visit, their plans changed. He really upset those hippies when he visited Stall Ranch, and they were so upset by him, his presence, he was a domineering guy. He got in there, and what he said went, and they definitely weren't really used to that from an outside force. And they slashed his tires. Then he beat the living piss out of one of the guys, scared off the rest of the hippie ladies. And then they decided, you know what? We want to get vengeance on that guy. So that's what ended up happening. And boy, oh boy, did he get them good. He got them really good. It was insane.
Oh, he was highly under the influence. So
that's true. Yeah, he was on some serious acid. He was on some serious acid. Good point.
I don't think he would have done half the brutal fatalities if it weren't for that acid.
Yeah. So I guess this kind of leads me into my next question. So Luke, did you feel like, because you're starting to get a handle on Tarantino films,
yeah, somewhat.
I think we need to be reminded of how many you've seen, but I want you to tell us so you get a good sense of it. Did this feel like a Tarantino film to you? Did you feel really, like, no. Was this all right? No. Tell us about that.
No, not at all. Just the vibe of it really did not give me a Tarantino vibe at all. It was not much gore really until the end. That's one thing. Gore. Just the acting really. I think it's mainly because I've seen older Tarantino films. I'm used to Samuel Jackson, John Travolta, Uma Thurman. I'm just used to all the younger and 80s and 90s stars, and Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio gave me a Scorsese vibe to it, like a Wolf of Wall Street. So no, if you didn't tell me, if I didn't see it on the credits, I wouldn't have known it was a Tarantino film at all.
Yeah, not really much gives it away. Yeah, just based off of visual cues or such. Until the very end, I think Tarantino, he's got such a unique style, and I think the way he frames the scenes, the absolute just bold language they use, and yeah, he does not shy away from using really uh, some brutal honesty, using
graphic.
absolute brutal honesty. And I don't really think there was all that much here. I think he kind of showed a more vulnerable side to a lot of these characters too, which I don't think I'm necessarily used to seeing. Like Leonardo, this
He's
character in
emotional.
such a desperate, sad place, where he really spoke his mind. I'm not very familiar with seeing his characters like that. I mean, we see them go through absolute physical hell and then them feeling tormented from that. But to see, this character lay it all out, that was different. But yeah, they definitely, if you go into to see this, you haven't seen it before. It's not like a gore fest or anything. It's not until the very end, which is definitely the highlight of the movie. My gosh, you just grow to like these hippies that they have in here. They are really, oh my gosh.
I wish they just skipped all of that. That was a
Oh,
waste of watch time for me.
yeah,
Just
that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, they're
should
just
have just
repulsive,
should have
gross.
skipped that part.
Oh my gosh.
It was gross. It was just not pleasant just to watch. It was just yeah. No.
For me, I'll pull up the picture. Like this movie was my introduction to Margaret Qualley, her character, and just the actress herself. I don't think I've seen her in anything else. And I was excited about her because she looks so fun and happy, and she's very good looking, of course, and she's got a good vibe, but oh my gosh.
She's
Wow.
annoying.
Just like most Tarantino films, he knows how to just flip your expectations right upside down. Um, yeah, she turned out to be a really gross character, really gross, and
Was she
like
underage? It was never said.
no, she definitely was. I mean, if she wasn't showing him her ID or anything, definitely. But yeah, she takes an interest in Brad Pitt until he shows up to the ranch, then she's not so interested. But yeah, her character alongside a lot of these ladies and the dudes, they were just, oh my gosh, very, very,
Was like one
what's
dude.
the word? It's like nails on a chalkboard, sort of.
Yeah, it
Like
was just
there's something really
cringe,
cringe
gross.
inducing about them. And not like they had bad delivery or anything. They did a great job. All those ladies did. But oh my gosh, it's like it's so gross. You just don't want to see it. And it's subtle too. The I don't know how to even phrase it.
Just don't forget who directed the film. Just it's Tarantino doesn't care.
No, no, he
he
doesn't care,
doesn't
and I
care what
mean,
your reviewers see.
you know what? I mean, these weren't just hippies. These were, hippies under the
Cultists.
manipulation of Manson. I mean,
I,
that's pretty bad.
yeah, that's why they were all weird and huddled together while they were slowly following Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
crazy. Is that part based off of a true story? Like,
I
did
don't
he?
know. I don't know about that part. He's completely made up. Brad Pitt is fiction, pure fiction,
Yes.
and then, also Leonardo, which is sad. It's like, man, those guys were
Yeah.
great.
I mean, I'm sure they had like a similar type deal going on, but just different.
Why don't we move on here and let's talk about we'll get to the comments soon here. Thanks for talking, everybody. Let's talk about maybe what are some things we enjoyed about it. What were some things you enjoyed about it just right off the bat? Because we just watched this. This is our first watch through. I mentioned in the last stream, this is your first time. Thanks for joining us. We every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. All we get a nice group of guys together and we watch different films. It's a great time. I've been doing it for 2 years. It's a real pleasure to get a lot of young men together to watch these cult classics, and you can learn so much from them. We've all gained a real appreciation for these incredible directors, writers, and older talent. This is one of the newer films we've seen in a while. We've been covering a lot of the like 90s and 80s films, but yeah, this is like the newest film we've seen in quite a while. So it's a real pleasure we got to watch this, and of course it's Tarantino, so we had to see it. But yeah, Luke. So why don't you start us off? Tell us some things you loved about the film, things that really caught your attention.
I personally really liked the acting of like not actually the acting in the movie, like Leonardo DiCaprio. whatever his name is, Rick Dalton.
Yeah, that's right.
Rick Dalton. I'm not gonna say his one, but Rick Dalton. I liked how he was an actor. He was a Western actor, and played a villain in all the movies he did in films and TV shows. And I just really like that style, like an actor acting. It's just very interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was weird seeing like the behind the scenes of everything
Yeah,
too,
it's
right?
really
I mean,
interesting.
that was cool.
I love that style, and I personally liked the Bruce Lee scene. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Of Bruce Lee's classic cockiness and
Yeah, he got destroyed.
that was great. And then the humor behind all of that when he was fired off the set and everything. I just liked the storyline. That's long story short.
So, like, whose story did you like following the most? Was it Leonardo's story? Was it Brad Pitt's?
Yeah, he was. It was like a roller coaster. He was like on the top. He was like the LeBron James of acting, and then he went downhill, all drunk and upset. Then he hit the great role when he did that one movie with that little girl. That was really good. I liked that.
What did you notice? So, like, when we were, because in this movie, there's like most of the time when these guys are in Hollywood, you see behind the scenes, but you also get a glimpse of the film itself that they're making. And we got a decent amount with that little girl actress, and I don't know the actor's name. He's an incredible actor. I love him. He's in Mandalorian, actually. I don't think I could find his name, but we get a glimpse of that, of this Western film they're making. And there's a part where Leonardo gets really frustrated, and he, starts cursing and whatever else. And he's causing a big fuss. He forgot some lines. And then from that point on, he cleans up, and then he starts to deliver the lines again. But did you feel like at that point in time, he was like, his character was a bad actor at that point? Like, it looked like he wasn't performing very well.
Like he was using a weird voice, I remember.
Like he was trying too hard.
He said it too quickly, and he said it with like kind of a fake angry face.
Good. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was just me, if I was just nitpicking or not.
No, but it was meant
Timothy. All right, Brown Eye says Timothy Oliphant. I wonder. Let me look him up real quick because I want to make sure. I bet that's him. He is. Yep, that's him. Oh wait, yeah. Let's see. Yes, I love Timothy Oliphant. That guy is awesome. He made Mandalorian. Thank you, buddy. We're talking about positives. Do you have anything else to say?
No, that was
no. Okay. As for me, this movie reminded me why Brad Pitt is where he is in the world. Why he is pretty much the king of Hollywood. Because man, he's got it. He's got the swagger. He has the swagger, and I want to talk about this later about how washed out so many of the actors are, because I really don't get the feeling anymore that any actors in big Hollywood have the swagger anymore. He kind of has the swagger, and this is such a weird correlation. He kind of has the swagger of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in the first one. That's how it felt to me. He's just naturally really cool, and you just want to be his friend. That's how I felt watching him in this. And, you don't get any action from him till the very end, but wow, it was absolutely worth it. His story was so exciting. I liked, as I've mentioned many times before, I liked the vulnerable side of Leonardo. I did not care for Margot Robbie's character at all. As for other positives, the ending itself is so insane. My gosh. Yes. At that point, it is a Tarantino film. You'll definitely enjoy how wild that is. And then I think it was a lot of fun seeing like the behind the scenes of Hollywood, seeing it from a perspective that we're not too familiar with, unless, you've been to the studios yourself, or you watched a documentary or watched some videos about it. Right. But it was cool seeing that side of it and being teleported like in the movie and like out of the movie seamlessly, because at one point, they're behind the scenes talking about it. Then the next second they're in the movie. Here's the scene. And it's so seamless. You don't even realize you're right smack down in the middle of the action. So that was pretty cool. I also really liked that the child actress there, that Leonardo kind of learned a lot about himself with, and hearing his conversations with her were they're very nice and interesting and captivating and thought-provoking. So those are my positives. We'll get to negatives soon. Let's start talking with our chat about some stuff. Yes, this is where the fun begins, Brown Eyes. Thanks for coming. Proctophile, good to see you. How's it going? We're doing good. We're doing good. I feel good. We're healthy. We're alive. What else? I mean, and we're streaming. That's pretty good. It doesn't get much better than that. Cass, good evening, y'all. Hello. Good evening. Brown Eyes and Mandalore. I own a brown leather jacket that I specifically got because of what Leonardo DiCaprio wears in this movie. Yeah, he looked really cool in that. And I couldn't stop looking at Brad Pitt's outfit too. I love this
The
tropical shirt.
Hawaiian.
Yeah, isn't that cool? The yellow. It's such a vibrant, pungent color. And it looks cool though. And he looks sweet when he has his aviators on. I love like the 60s, 70s style. The Aviator. Yep. The way of the future, the way of the future, the way of the future. Yep. Yep. Let's tune in. Love hearing your thoughts on this, guys. I need to see this one still. Yeah, it's pretty good. Would you recommend it, Luke? Would you
Yeah.
recommend it? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, after watching Pulp Fiction, I was recommending it to a lot of people. I mean, at work and everything, I was like, that's a damn good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I feel like in a couple of days I'm gonna rewatch some scenes on YouTube and get more of the thoughts. And yeah.
Do you think because we're visiting a lot of the older films, and we're visiting a lot of Tarantino, of course, ever since you started showing up. Do you think you're starting to notice like a big divide between the great cinema and the garbage that they're making now? Are you starting to see that a little better?
Well,
like, can't you tell the difference between this and the newer films that are hitting the theaters?
Partially. I do agree on a lot of that. But some of the movies, I can't really name any right now.
Well, can't you see just like the quality though overall?
Oh yeah. Because you have to have I feel like we don't get many big actors anymore, and I feel like it's all the new guys, and just
like Austin Butler. Austin Butler's in this, but for some reason with him, I don't know what it is. I'm just not interested in him. I liked him in Elvis. Yeah.
Elvis and
I've seen him in a few other things, but they're just he was good in Bike Riders. Have you seen Bike Riders?
Pale dude with the no eyebrows.
He was also in Dune. Yeah, you're right. Dune 2. He was all right. He was all right in that. Yeah, he was pretty good.
That's all
I don't know. Like, I just don't get very excited about him anymore, sadly. He is one of those up-and-comers, though. Hippies are the worst. Proctophile says hippies are the worst. You guys perform more PG movies. You know what, Proctophile? I bet everybody thinks I'm just like some little baby over here because I'm always hyping up animated movies. I like R-rated films. I like PG-13. I like R. I like PG. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last stream, but last year the best films were animated films. You can fight me on that. The best films were animated films, and so far this year it's kind of tracking again. So I don't know. That's me. PG movies. I don't know. There's a lot of trash PG movies. There's a lot of trash movies in all of these ratings, right? I don't know. What about you, Luke? Do you prefer PG movies?
I watch a lot of PG movies from what I do at work and everything, but I'm much more a PG-13 kind of guy, because that's the majority of the movies I watch and everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like something I like about PG movies is you could be comfortable, right? You could sit back. You don't have to. It's not a stressful situation, really. I can't really think of any PG unless we're talking like super old, where PG is actually like rated R. But no. Yeah, no way. Titanic's PG. Is it PG?
It is. I think.
No way.
Look it up. Yeah, I'll look it up. Here, keep going. I'll just look it up.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Proctophile. How does this movie rank for you guys amongst Tarantino's other films? Thanks, Cammy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's not my favorite. Everybody really hyped this up. Everyone really hyped this up, and I can see why. But for me, watching this was kind of like watching a vacation film, or like just seeing a joyride between a few friends. It's really just for me, and it's gonna sound shallow. It felt to me like just a platform for hot people to look hot. That's what I thought, especially the first half of the film. It was just a bunch of good-looking people looking good and posing for good-looking shots of themselves. I hate to say it. The second half, it heated up a lot more. Once the hippies really got into the picture, things started to get more interesting. The first half really didn't impress me much. But again, once we met Margaret Qualley and what's her face? I'm so sad. Sydney Sweeney. This was going to be my first introduction to Sydney Sweeney. I've never actually seen anything with her in it. I never watched Madam Web. I haven't seen that romance movie she made with Glenn Powell. I don't plan on it either. But this was my introduction. I was really looking forward to seeing her rise, because, Tarantino, it seems like this film was a big stepping block for a lot of these actors to hit the limelight, like Mickey Madison. I think her last name's Mickey Madison. I know her first name's Mickey, at least. She's the Honora actress. I mean, there she is. She just won an Oscar. Margaret Qualley, she's in here. Sydney Sweeney, Austin Butler. This seems like it was a big stepping stone for a lot of these young actors to be seen. So I don't know. But ranking this amongst the others. Let's see. What would that be? It would be towards the bottom for me. Just because I love the other ones. I would put Reservoir Dogs at the top. And then I'd say Kill Bill 1, then Kill Bill 2, and then Pulp Fiction, and then Inglourious Bastards. Oh, man. Well, actually, this is probably, this might be above Inglourious Bastards. So we'll put that above Inglourious Bastards, and then there's that. And then I actually can't think of any more. I'm blanking. This isn't like my least favorite or anything. And Inglourious Bastards was awesome. What would you say this was, one of your favorites of his or no?
No, I want to add it to the category, honestly, because, I mean, granted, it is his last film, and he was probably trying something different style. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it.
Okay.
But I'd give Django up here, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1, Can't Rate 2, I haven't seen it. And then, it's the only ones I've seen.
Nice. Brown Eyes. By the way, I love your thumbnail. You from Cincy? I grew up there. My brother and I still haven't gotten over the Bengals' last Super Bowl defeat. That sucked. Yeah, that sucked. No, I'm not from Cincy. We're from close by. But, Cincy's cool. Yeah, I was wearing the Bengals jersey. You're thinking of Timothy Olyphant. Yes, Timothy Olyphant. He is awesome. Proctophile. You guys watch Fight Club or Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Brad's got some crazy swagger in both of those movies. You know what? I tried watching Fight Club. I don't know. I know I'm pissing a lot of people off. I didn't like Fight Club at all. I did not like it. I thought it was gross. Oh my gosh. Seeing Brad Pitt's weird relationship with the one actress who's in Harry Potter and Alice in Wonderland. My gosh. No thanks. I liked what's his name? Ed Norton. I think Ed Norton's awesome. And Brad Pitt's awesome. And you know what? Brad Pitt, he had some swagger. You're right. Not for me, though. Have you seen either of those?
I mean, I like Edward Norton a lot, so.
Okay.
That's the only reason I like Fight Club.
Okay, but you've seen the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, well, this will be the last one, then we'll get back to the topic. Gord King. What's up, man? One of my favorite Tarantino films. Loved it the first time, but it's grown even more on me after several viewings. Okay, yeah, you've been raving about this one, man. Thanks for joining us. I hope we don't disappoint you because we might not be as excited about it as you, but maybe it takes multiple viewings to really get into it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these movies just, they just require that, right? Sometimes you just need to see it a few times over, but we don't actually have all that much to say about the movie. I was wondering though, so we were talking about, let me bring up a picture here. Oh, actually, here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about one of the best parts of this film, which is easily the ending. Oh, wait. Whoops, my bad. Right here. Spoiler. Oh, dang. Is it on there? I don't think it is. There we go. Yes, the ending. Spoilers are coming, guys. Let's talk about the ending. Luke, how did you feel about this? What were you?
I loved it because it was the surprise ending to his show when he burnt all the Nazis with his
Oh yeah, yeah.
flamethrower, and it was just so cool to because everyone forgot about that part. And then as soon as he's like, "Oh, let me go get my weapon," you're like, "Yes." So
Hmm.
it was just really good. I didn't get why she didn't. I don't know why she was acting the way she was. Yeah, I know she was just brutally beat in the face, but she was just like, bouncing around in
Uh-huh.
the pool, and then she didn't feel the need to go underwater when she was being blasted in the face with fire.
Yeah.
That was a Quentin Tarantino moment. That was
Oh yeah, just be absolutely insane.
yeah.
Gosh, those poor girls. They really got it bad there. Yeah, it was funny seeing Leonardo pop this bad boy out. Definitely gives me Thing vibes looking at it right now. I loved that. That was so cool. That made this movie worthwhile. As we were watching this, some of the guys at movie night, they were talking about this scene, and wow, it wraps up everything perfectly. And it's just really interesting how Tarantino decided to like kind of fiction up the real story a decent amount. Like I think these people here, these cultist hippies, they were originally supposed to be the ones to murder Sharon Tate. But here we are, and they're in this situation, and they had a much worse a much worse ending to their story where they got absolutely butchered by Brad Pitt's character. And yes, as you've mentioned before, Luke, he was severely under the influence of acid. And one of our buddies today, he mentioned how smoking acid is actually much more psychedelic, and it has a pretty much a never ending psychedelic effect where you're pretty much always tripping in life after you smoke acid. So I think he's going to be feeling that for quite some time.
Don't do acid.
Yeah, don't do acid, guys. Don't do that. That's not good. It's bad stuff. Very bad for you. But I think something that was like satisfying to me for this was I want to see if I can I share my screen here? Let's see, because I want to show everybody this actress because I do not like her at all. And nobody at movie night understood. They just didn't, they don't get it. And it's going to be kind of hard to explain it. Can everyone see that? Can you see that, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This actress, Mickey, I believe it's Mickey Madison. I want to make sure I get that last name right. Let me check real quick.
Was she the really pale
Yep.
one?
Mickey Madison. Yeah, she was the really pale one. She was tripping absolute balls in this. She just won an Oscar for Anora, which is pretty much a porno film that everyone seems to love. I don't get it. I don't like this actress very much at all. I was not excited right off the bat when I saw her in this. And I think I realized what it was. It's because I have a very what's the word? A bad experience with her. And it's stuck with me ever since. You ever watch a movie and a character does something you can't stand so much and it just sticks with you forever? Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, she was like that. If you guys were fans of the Scream series, the movies with Nev Campbell, the horror sweetheart, I love Nev Campbell. She's awesome. Sidney Prescott, a huge fan of the Scream series. Well, they started making new ones and continuing that story with Sidney Prescott, Dewey, and Courtney Cox's character, Gail Weathers. They were the big three, really exciting stuff. Then they decided to bring it back. This chick, alongside a bunch of other annoying teens, they found themselves in the same dilemma as all those Scream movies where, there's a killer about and he's murdering all of Sydney's friends. And it turned out, now this is a spoiler for the first of the new Scream movies. I don't even know what number they did because I stopped watching after this film. Dewey dies and he gets a terrible, brutal death, absolutely ridiculous, where he gets skewered from his spine up. They skewer him. And it turned out that the murderer was her, this tiny girl. Somehow her character was able to skewer some dude's spine from the bottom to the top. And that was the end of his character. Ever since, I'm done. Sorry, you're done. Mickey Madison, I'm done. I don't want to see you in anything ever again. And here she is in here. She continues to play an irritating character, which I don't like, which ended up like souring the movie for me. I don't care if it's petty. It's honest. I want to be honest. And that is the honest truth right there. But she ends up at the very end getting the worst death, I think, of any character in any Tarantino film, where she, let's see, what is it? Brad Pitt's dog attacks her. It really screws her up. And then she, what else happens to her? The dog gets her. Oh yeah, Brad Pitt throws like a can of dog food right in her face, which is like, wow, oof, it was rough to watch. And then she's freaking out. And then she runs out of the pool. She's screaming, and she's still trying to murder Leonardo DiCaprio's character. And then he torches her with a flamethrower. That's what this was for. So she had the worst death in anything, and it was like, I'm sorry, girl, but at the same time, I was like,
I
she
give
was
Austin
really
Butler the
annoying.
worst death.
What happened? Oh, I don't know. He wasn't really conscious when that happened. Do you
Oh
think?
no, he was. No, no, I saw the
Was he
pain in his
twitching or
eyes.
something?
Oh no, he was alive. That
You
dog
thought so when he got
grabbed
curb
onto
stomped?
him. No, you know what I'm talking about. That dog grabbed onto his, his junk.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
about as bad as it gets. I don't care. I'd
Mm,
get
you're
flamethrowed
right.
every day. Like,
Yeah, it's like unfathomable. But
there's
at the end
nothing
of the
to say.
day, these hippies, although they were like, what she was one of the hippies, and nothing against the actress, she's fine. I just don't like her characters. I just don't want to see her in anything. That's just my own personal preference. As for Leonardo, really, but I'm starting to like him. He's starting to grow on me. But as for the hippies, they ended up becoming one of the most interesting elements of this whole movie, though. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a supporter of them, but they were a pretty big part of the film.
Well, they kept things interesting though, and I think some of the best scenes we had was when Brad Pitt stormed into the Stall Ranch and started running the show. I thought that was so cool. It was so
I didn't like
eerie.
George. I understand that part.
No, I didn't understand that either. And when I was watching some videos about like the real story, so that was a real dude, and he actually was blind, and seemingly he was okay with them all staying there. Anyway, they stayed at his ranch, and they just worked for him. They were maintenance. They pulled their weight, and they could live there. So that was based on that was true, which is an odd correlation. But yeah, here, let's start talking to you guys some more in the chat. And we don't have too much more to say about the movie, honestly. For me, like it's hard breaking down like the deeper elements in this, and maybe because we're fresh off the
Oh, too
story.
fresh.
Maybe we're too fresh. But there just to me there wasn't a lot of bones to pull apart here. I bet a lot of you would definitely disagree with us though. Proctophile. Oh, we saw that one already. Sorry, man. Let's see. I'm solid. How are you? We're solid, man. We're solid. Gally will fight you till the end about the new Captain America.
I didn't say anything.
That was a bad. Don't talk about that. Don't start. Not so bad. All right. Not judging, just asking, man. Haha. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, we're cool, man. 101 Raptor. Hey, yo. What's up, homies?
What
What's
up,
up, man?
Eddie?
Oh, that's who that is. What's up, man?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I thought.
Peru.
That's an old one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. What's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. This movie came out in 2019. Really hasn't been a strong year of cinema since. Literally, man. Like, isn't that an absolute pleasure? Like back in 2019, you could, go see Endgame, and then you could also go see this. Wow. You could also see, I believe Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019 too. So that was definitely a dark year for cinema. But yeah. Yeah, I wish we could see another Tarantino film in theaters. That'd be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd like to see an IMAX.
They will re-release. Don't worry.
Yeah. Why don't they re-release Tarantino's movies?
They will.
I'm surprised. I haven't seen a single one yet. They need to do that.
I feel like they'll do Kill Bill or Pulp Fiction.
Man, that'd be so fun to see an IMAX Kill Bill.
Has to be wow. One, though.
But you're right, Gord King. There has not been a strong, not a single strong year of cinema since. I was talking to my pops about it. Like, what have been some of the what is it? The tear jerking, heartwarming stories that just inspire you, right? There really hasn't been any. I can only think of two really good ones in the last 5 years that were just really high quality cinema. One was Iron Claw. Have you seen Iron Claw, Luke? Oh my gosh.
That sounds. What is that?
It's the Zac Efron movie about the wrestlers, the Von Erichs.
Oh yeah, where he's got huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's good.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I
I
enjoyed
saw
it.
it. I saw it one day in theater, and then I saw it again the next day in theaters. So I loved it. Yeah, I saw it once on a date, and then the next day I saw it with my pops. So that was a lot of fun. Loved that movie. And then the other movie was Sound of Freedom. I'm a huge lover of Sound of Freedom. Have you seen Sound of Freedom?
I've not. What's
No,
that one? I haven't seen it, but
that's the
who's
one
that?
about the. How do I put it? Can't really use the right words here.
I'll look it up.
Children, yeah, children manipulation stuff. It's terrible.
Huh?
But Jim Caviezel's in it, and it's a really sad story. But he just saves kids from slavery, pretty much. Really, really touching story based off a true
No.
story. Absolutely incredible. We're gonna watch that for a movie night, and we'll probably do a video, like we'll do a live on that one. But yeah, thanks, Gord King. You got the ball rolling here. Brown Eyes of Mandalore. What makes me love this movie so much is just seeing the world of late 60s and 70s, end of the golden age of Hollywood. It speaks so much to me since I grew up with those films and shows. Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. I think you make a good point. The style is also a lot of fun. I love their style. They had a cool style. I feel like our style nowadays, oh my gosh, what have we become? You see the shoes people are wearing nowadays? Boy, what is this? We have become a parody of style at this point. The kids, they all have the same broccoli mullet style haircut. They're all wearing these alien shoes. There's like these sandals that they have. They literally look like they came from Mars. I can't believe people, and they're wearing them. The kids are wearing them. Teens are wearing them. Young people in our generation are wearing them. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I don't blame you for that. And the 60s and the 70s, they were a birth of high quality, heartwarming entertainment with traditional values at the forefront. And everybody was just a lot happier too, except all these hippies, which were complaining about everything. So, yeah. But you know what? Nothing against hippies, though. Gord King, this is basically a hangout movie like Jackie Brown or Dazed and Confused. If those don't do it for a person, there's little chance it'll be a favorite. Yeah, you make a good point, man. It's a hangout movie. And, maybe I think I went in thinking that it'd be something more, that it'd be big, right? That it'd be a bombastic, wild film. And it's not wild. It's not wild like Tarantino's movies, but nothing wrong with that. I think if you just go on with different expectations, that's different, or just no expectations at all, which I made the mistake of having assumptions. And I've learned that assumptions never get you anywhere good in life. Learned that the hard way. And yeah, making an assumption that this would be a real wild, crazy ride was kind of true, but also not. Wouldn't you say, Luke?
Yeah,
I mean, you probably assumed this would be
assume.
like the last ones, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't really have any expectations or assumptions, so I feel like my feeling is just mutual. I mean, I didn't dislike it, I didn't love it, but it was just a cool. Yeah, you're right. It was like a hangout movie.
Yeah.
It was cool to watch the guys and everything, and good
Hangout
acting.
movies are good. Not everything's so serious in life, right? You can have fun. I like fun. Fun's great. Sydney's so freaking cool. She is so cool, man. I love Sydney Prescott. Jeez. Have you seen the Scream movies?
Yeah, the
Okay,
originals.
good. Don't watch the new ones.
With
Jenna
Shaggy.
Ortega's in the new ones, and I'm not interested at all. That says a lot.
Wow,
Yeah.
mind blown.
Her dad taught her how to rebuild engines. Hottest thing ever. Who are you talking about? Her dad. Are you talking about Sydney? I don't remember that. Rebuild engines. No.
Jet.
Yeah. All right. Florence Pugh has that swagger for Hollywood. She's such an icon.
You're
Okay.
only saying that because she's a Marvel character. You're only saying that, Jackson.
Well, I didn't like her in Oppenheimer, but that's true. And I don't like her in Marvel. But you know what? A lot of people do. Most people like her.
You have to watch her, and just I personally don't know what she's.
I like
yeah.
Ella Purnell. She's great. I think she's awesome.
What about Don't Worry, Darling? Have you ever seen that?
Ooh, I'm not watching that.
Why? It's cool psychological.
Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah,
that's
Harry
not.
Styles.
Oh wait, is that the one with
Harry Styles? Where he's like,
that. Okay, I was thinking of the one she did with Andrew Garfield.
Oh no, I don't know anything.
I think that's like they lived in time or
don't like
something like
Andrew.
that.
That's why you don't like.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, I don't have anything good to say about that. So I'm just gonna keep going. Sorry, buddy. Gord King, I love you, Gord King. Number 1, Jackie. Okay, good. He's giving us his rating. Gord King's awesome, guys. Check out his YouTube channel too. Number 1, Jackie Brown. Number 2, Inglorious Bastards. Then we got Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh, that's still pretty low on your list. Django. Wow, that shows you. Django's at the bottom of mine. Number 6, Kill Bill 1 and 2. That's cheating. Number 7, Reservoir Dogs. Number 8, Hateful Eight. 9. Oh, I also didn't mention Hateful Eight. Wow, I like that one too. Is that all the movies? No, he's done more movies than that, I believe. That'd be crazy if he only did 9 of them. I'd like to get through all of them. Kill Bill 2 is amazing too. Wait, so Luke, have you seen Kill Bill? Either of them?
Me and Cassie
Only the one.
She showed me the first one, but I've not seen the second.
You need to see the second one. It's good. She's right. Okay, Proctophile. Fight Club definitely isn't for everyone, and the plot falls apart at the slightest thought. Yeah. You're not wrong, Proctophile. You're not wrong, my friend. 101 Raptor, good to see you on here, man. What are your thoughts on the next Jurassic movie? I'm hyped for it, but y'all know me. I love me some dinosaurs.
You do, Andy. You do.
Yeah. I respect that about you.
I've seen obviously. Oh, I've actually only seen the original Jurassic Park. I haven't seen the other 2. I've seen the second and third Jurassic World movies. I've not, so I can't really judge this franchise.
Yeah, I totally lost hope. The last Jurassic World was absolute dog, man. You cannot deny that last Jurassic World was dog. Bringing in the original, like the girl and then the main guy from the original films.
Jeff Goldblum.
No, I think he's already been a part of it, but they brought in 2 more. The actress, the lady who played Admiral Holdo in Last Jedi, which I don't think you've seen. Thankfully, you haven't seen it. Don't watch it. And then the main dude too. I don't know his name. I'm not a big Jurassic guy, but they both came in. Wow, the writing, absolute disaster. They botched it hard, which was so sad. I think, there could have been some potential. Let us know your thoughts on that, Andy. I'm curious if you liked it or not, that last Jurassic World. So no, I'm not too excited. I am optimistic though, because I think that I liked Scarlett Johansson. I think she's awesome. Everyone hates on the new movie she just made, the one with Channing Tatum, Fly Me to the Moon. I thought it was great. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Oh, is that
did
the
you see it?
moon landing movie?
Well,
that's going to create a lot.
That part of it, I don't like. I don't like the hate on that.
That's going to cause a lot of hate.
But I think in the movie, what ended up happening was they used the real footage.
Oh, they did. Oh,
yeah. So there was they were planning on faking it if the real footage didn't work. And then I guess the government stepped in and they said in the movie, you know what? No matter what, if the real footage works or not, we want you to show the old footage, like the fake footage, because that'll look better and will look great. But they ended up rigging the system, like Scarlett Johansson and her people, so that the real footage showed not either way. So technically, that means that the movie is not denying the moon landing. Yeah. But still, it's annoying. I don't like the thought of them faking that. Of course, nobody likes that. The Proctophile. Ain't no one gonna see Norton punching himself in a parking lot and think that guy's gonna be worth listening to. Norton. Oh yeah, Ed Norton. Yeah, facts, man. You're not as high on it as me. I am outraged. How dare you not conform to my feelings? Yeah, man. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. I don't know. People surgically mutilate themselves all the way. Yikes. Nice. I own an XM42M flamethrower. Best $1,000 I ever spent. Man, I want one of those. That'd be sweet.
I just use it for cooking.
All right. Gord King tells us to do citric acid, kids. So I think that's like fruit, which is not bad if it's fruit.
It's good for you.
I hear you, King, but most of them are doing it for notoriety on social media. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Proctophile, you have not seen what I have seen. Man, you guys are having fun over here. Brown Eyes of Mandalore. Ever noticed Tarantino's red apple cigarettes that appear as Easter eggs? Oh, so those are his cigarettes.
Yeah. That's
interesting.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Like that's his brand or something?
Yeah, it's like he was like smoking.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. We watched like at the end of the movie, we saw like they gave us like extra scenes of like a bunch of actors smoking them and talking about how much they loved them. I didn't know those were like, so they were his brand of cigarettes? Or that's what he liked
That,
using?
I think that's what he liked using, but he wasn't like
Huh.
I don't know. He advertised, right?
All right. Well, oh yeah, here you go. You say he even puts a post-credit scene ad with DiCaprio. It just ties the whole end of career by him by doing an ad. Yeah, I guess that's the end, isn't it? Brown Eyes. This was actually one of my first Tarantino films, so the gore at the end caught me off guard. I thought it was such a clash to the rest of the movie, but it was enjoyable turn of the tide gag. Yeah, that's for real, man. All right. I recommend keeping up with Fathom events. Yes, I love Fathom events. Man, there's always fun stuff going on in the theaters if you just look at the artsy stuff and um the event features. If you have a nearby Regal Cinema, often Fathom events will schedule
Uh,
old movies to play at theaters. Do you have good experience with Regal, Gord King?
no. Oh,
I
sorry.
want to know, does anyone have good experience? Because the Regals here in Ohio
No.
are terrible. They're
Yeah,
bad.
I have gift cards for them.
You have
That's all
gift
I got.
cards? You might as well just donate those to charity, man, because they're worthless. One of my favorite shirts I ever got from a theater was at a Regal Cinema, though, and it had Jen Ortega on it. So that's about the only positive thing I can say. It's so funny. The tickets are actually, I think they are a little cheaper than most places, and they have the movie pass, which is like $20 a month, and you can see unlimited films. That's cool. I wish they had that at Cinemark. I like Cinemark. I'm a big Cinemark advocate. I love Cinemark theaters all over the place. We unfortunately don't have any AMC theaters here as much as I wish we did. We have one in Columbus and there's one in Cincy as well. But
What is
we
Regal?
Regal's here. You know the IMAX seating, which I don't mind IMAX, like the seating part of it. I don't need a big comfy couch to sit on at the theater. I like to pay attention. Sometimes, I mean, you could easily just fall right to sleep with those. But it's pretty much like the IMAX seating arrangement, but for a standard movie. And it's even worse. I mean, you're just like this the whole movie.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh, cool. He says, they actually did Pulp Fiction in 2019. Wow, that would have been cool. You guys watch The Substance? Not inspiring the same way as Ironclaw, but it makes you reflect on your priorities. No, I haven't. Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of interesting things about that. There's a lot of stuff in there. I like to like. I just don't want to see the nudity and sex stuff, so I'd fast forward. And then there's just like I hear it's like nonstop with The Substance, so it's like I'm probably just not going to watch it. And the same goes for this movie too. There was a few things that we skipped, but yeah. Have you seen Substance?
Mm-mm. I've
No.
heard of it.
Man, I've heard so many good things.
What is it?
It's about it's got the Margaret Qualley girl, the one with her weird feet in the car. That chick. Yeah, I'm talking
Well,
about
I know who it
the
is, but
hippie. Yeah, so it's her and Demi Moore, and I guess she's like a younger like clone of Demi Moore, and she was able to be like this clone because Demi Moore took this like weird acid stuff and she like duplicated, but they sort of become like I guess they become like morphed and altered versions of themselves. And they become disgusting blobs and everything's just really gross and their bodies sort of deteriorate, kind of like The Fly. I hear. I don't know too much though because I haven't seen it. I like just talking. I love everybody's chats. Thanks so much, everybody, for talking. It's fun talking about these topics because we really, unfortunately, we just don't have that much to say about this film. It will not be like that all the time. But this film, there's just not too much to say on our side of things. Here, man. Fashion has gone out the window. People knew how to dress back then. My personal favorite is 1920s fashions. Suits and fedoras are the way to go. Yeah, man. Wouldn't it be fun to wear a fedora everywhere? A cool hat or a top hat? Let's go back to the 1800s with our top hats. Proctophile. Agreed. Seeing the modern party set against classic Italian style had me feeling disgusted by the lack of respect, class, and enduring style we tend to produce nowadays. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Leonardo kind of brings the Italian style to the forefront here. Ooh, I'd say another cast styles. I'd say another strong movie would be Don't Worry, Darling. There you go, Luke. I'm not trying to be biased, but it's a pretty solid movie. Crazy ending. Other than that, movies have been falling flat here lately. Thanks for talking, Cass. So you like it, huh? You like it, Luke?
I mean, yes, I liked like the storyline and the message to it. It's just this guy who's obsessed with this girl, and he like somehow I don't understand how it does, but he like controls her mind so that she's like in a coma, but she's like living the world he wants to live in, and it's just a weird psychological thing.
Here, I'm going to try something out here, guys. Because we are new to the streaming here. This is only our second channel stream, so bear with me. Let me test something out with the stream real quick. Let's look up Strange, because I want to see how I can. Oh, gosh, this film. Okay, there was a lot of talk about this movie. Let me see if I can present the screen. Share screen. Share screen. Oh, it's not. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll try it out. Let's see how it looks. Does that look okay, Luke? Can you see?
No, that's good.
What happens when I... Okay. Oh, great. So you just see that. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could just skim through here. Yeah. I don't know much about her. Isn't she like... Actually, I don't even want to guess. I've heard good things about it. Yeah. Who is this actress? Let's take a look.
Strange.
She looks familiar.
I don't think this is
Oh,
the movie
Willa
we're talking
Fitz...
about.
Oh, it's not? Didn't she mention Strange Darling?
No,
Oh no, not Strange Darling. Don't worry, darling. There's two darlings. This is the newer one. I've heard.
I was like, what the hell? What the hell are you looking at?
I've heard this one so many times. That's hilarious. No. Okay. No way. I'm sorry, Cass. I'm not watching this.
This is what he wants. It's not the whole plot.
Oh wait. Oh, again, this is not the Andrew Garfield. I kept thinking this was Andrew Garfield. I'm tripping.
This is Harry Styles.
Okay. My bad. I'm screwing things up. We're cool. Thanks for the suggestion, Cassie. All right, let's go put a cool picture back on. Let's get this back on there. All right, what's the Florence Pugh? What's the Florence Pugh movie that's like The Wicker Man? The Wicker Man. I've never heard of that one either. No, sorry, man. Sorry, Brown Eyes. I can't help you out there. The Brown Eyes of Mandalore, Midsummer. Oh, there you go, Midsummer. Yeah, everyone's freaked out by that one.
My sister said it was crazy.
Yeah, everyone says it's absolutely wild, and it's supposedly pretty gross. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe not this one. Boy, let's see here. Don't worry, darling. Had missed potential. Hey, Walk Pocket, thanks for joining us, man. Yeah. Those are all of his movies that he directed solo. He's planning only one more. That's all. So he has not done that many. I feel like, wow, we might
do 10.
We might just need to watch one more, and we've gotten to see all of them. Let's take a look at that listing, Gord King. Let's see. So we're gonna look up. I'll share my screen.
He said, if I'm not mistaken, he himself said he's gonna do 10, and then he's gonna retire.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I've heard that too. So we're gonna share. Yeah, let's double check to make sure. So can you see this, Luke?
Yeah.
All right, so we have Tarantino films. Okay, so we need to watch Four Rooms and Jackie Brown. Oh, he still has quite a few here. Yeah, Death Proof. Oh, wait a second. He did Death Proof? No way. Let me see this. I think I've seen this. Oh, wait. No, this is definitely not what I was thinking. Yep, right there. That's how you know. Okay, guys, Kurt Russell is in a... Wow, I thought this was another Kurt Russell movie. Let's take a look at that. No, I don't know these. If anybody's seen Death Proof, let me know what you think. I'm curious about that. Kurt Russell, I'd love to do a video on this. Look at this movie, guys. I love Kurt Russell. He is awesome. He did this one film my pops and I put on, and we were just absolutely blown away by it. We did Breakdown. Anyone see Breakdown? Have you seen Breakdown, Luke?
I have not.
This car, it's such a tragic story. My gosh. Kurt Russell and his girl, or his wife, they're driving around. These pictures are bad, but Kurt Russell and his wife, they're on a trip, and as in the title, they break down, and they're kind of rich guys. They're going on a long road trip. They're not very technically savvy or such, and they're in a place they don't recognize, and they are very trusting people. This truck driver pulls up. He says that he tells them that he can help him out. He'll take the wife down to a local diner to call for help. So the wife joins the truck driver for to reach the diner, to call the cops. The cops don't end up showing up for a while, and she then goes missing. Kurt Russell hastily drives down to the diner. She's gone, and he doesn't know what to do. And he eventually encounters the truck driver again, and the truck driver acts like he's never seen him before. What ends up turning out is that she becomes abducted. He's alone out here in this zoo with crooked cops and a bunch of strange people that don't want to help him out. He has no resources, and he needs to save his wife from these evil people. And it's a very tense situation. I was really hoping this was the Tarantino film. It's not, but wow, absolutely phenomenal. I was really impressed by that one. So sorry for the deviation, but yeah. All right, let's see. Let me get that off the screen real quick. Stop the screen. Awesome. Yeah, I guess you guys can just look at us for a little bit. Yeah, we all had to walk out Jurassic World 3 before the first act even finished. You walked out smart. You're a smart man. Yes, that was a good choice to walk out. Not worth your time. Terrible film. Yes, it was awful. Don't watch it, Luke. Luke here hasn't seen all the Star Wars movies. And you know what? Whatever you do, never watch the sequels. Never watch them ever, please. Don't raise your kids to watch them. Don't talk about them. Don't ask to see them. Don't buy the merchandise. Don't ask about them. You don't want to know.
Don't worry, I'm a Marvel guy.
Okay, good. You could watch the prequels. I love the prequels. The prequels are great. Everyone, it's very controversial. But don't watch the sequels. Nobody likes the sequels. That's a certainty in life. Gord King, I've seen all 6 Jurassic movies. I only like the first one. Yeah. When you say 6 Jurassic movies, I think he's also talking about World, because I don't know if they made more than 3 parks. Not sure. Midsummer is amazing. Gally, if you haven't seen it, we are watching it tomorrow. Nice.
I'm watching Midsummer tomorrow.
There you go. You gotta let us know next
Can I
week.
make a suggestion really quick? Just a short one. I feel like we should do The Shining and Doctor Sleep pretty soon.
Ooh, Doctor Sleep.
I haven't seen
I'm down
Dr.
for
Sleep.
that.
I know it's a sequel, but I've not seen Doctor Sleep. I know who that actor is. It's
That's a good
Obi-Wan.
recommendation. I like that.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Maybe we'll do that next week. And Doctor Sleep, nobody talks about that one. Why'd you bring that up?
I don't know why I brought that up. I was thinking of oh yeah, we were talking about Star Wars sequels, and I thought of the Obi-Wan character, the young guy, and
Oh my gosh.
he was in Doctor Sleep, and then
If anybody here hasn't seen Doctor Sleep yet, I saw that in theaters. Wow, Ewan McGregor is phenomenal in it. Wow, I love him. He is awesome. He's definitely a weirdo in some of his stuff too, but he's got some really shining roles. My gosh, good suggestion, Luke. I think we're gonna have to watch that next week.
Cool.
Good suggestion. All right, I guess I'll have to go watch Midsummer. Here we go. Here we go, guys. All right, let's see what Andy says about the newest Jurassic World. Honestly, while it's not my favorite Jurassic movie, I love seeing the original characters, even though they kind of sucked. It was just a disappointment to what it was supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, aren't you tired of being disappointed? I'm sick of being disappointed. I'm sick of seeing these great, inspiring characters we grew up with absolutely bastardized and butchered. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. It's ruined everything. It's ruined everything for me. Yeah, that's just me though. You actually just reminded me of a point I want to make real quick here. We'll come back to the comments in a minute. I want to talk about this because I just remembered something I wanted to bring up. So, as I mentioned before, Brad Pitt, he brings the swagger. As the chat has also mentioned, he's got it in so many good films. For me, that was a breath of fresh air to see that again, because it's been like I said, it's been a while since I've seen like any present day actor bring that to the forefront. So Luke, can you name other actors that are in commission right now that bring the same kind of swagger and just like the actual cool energy that Brad Pitt naturally brings still, because he does it here. And you can just tell in this new F1 film he's doing about the race car drivers, you can just tell he's still got it.
I'd say I was gonna say Matt Damon. I don't know. He gives me what's the Christian Bale? He's
He's not really in anything new though.
I mean he's in like
What was the last thing he was in?
Thor Love and we're not gonna bring that one up. But
Bad example,
I'd
man.
say Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh yeah,
I think
he
that's
was
why I
cool
thought
in
of
that.
Matt Damon because he's in that movie. But
Okay.
you know, it's
Well,
really
it's
not.
sort of like I'm talking about like a swagger where they don't even like. It's not even like they're trying, but they're just cool.
Okay, I'm not saying this because he's my favorite actor or anything, but Chris Evans, he's just such a
Like a swagger though.
yeah. Oh yeah,
You think so?
he's so cool.
Are you talking about anything unrelated to Marvel?
Not Captain America, not
Oh,
TV
okay.
Torch. I'm talking like just like I didn't see it yet, but the new Christmas movie.
Oh, it was terrible, man.
He
He was
was.
not cool in that.
Ah
I
man,
saw it.
I don't
Red
know.
one.
I just feel like he's just very he's a great actor, but such a, like you want to know he's such a goofy guy. I mean,
Did you watch that new spy movie he did or whatever it was with Anna de Armas?
No, but I'd like to see it.
No, I heard it's pretty bad, but I don't know. I'd have to see it myself. Maybe you'd like it. I don't know. But for me, oh, you know who still has everybody? I think I mentioned this in the last show. Let's pull him up. This guy is the future right here. His name's I think Taylor Mick something. It's not Taylor Mc. Is it Taylor McNeely? Let me see. Nope, that's a lady. Definitely not him. Let me look him up real quick. This guy is the future of movies right here. This guy has Brandon Sklenar. My bad, I was way off. Here, let me show everybody this real quick. Share screen. And he's on the here we go. This guy is the future right here, everybody. He is awesome. I love him. He is the future of awesome swagger, modern masculinity, bringing it back. He is awesome. I've seen him in a few things now, and he's just awesome. Really excited about him. I hope he keeps trudging along. He's got the swagger. Other than him, oh crap! Could anybody see that? Is it gone? Oh my bad. I thought I showed it. Here,
Yeah,
let me try that again.
sure.
Oh, I didn't show it. My bad.
Somebody
Okay, let's
commented.
try that. My bad. My bad.
Sorry, Proctophile.
Oh, okay. Share screen. Let's try that again. I'm new, guys. I'm new. Bear with me. All right, can you see it now?
Nope.
Oh, you still can't see it. What the heck? All right, stop. All right, I'll try again. Share screen. All right.
Tom Cruise.
Okay, yes, Tom Cruise. All right, here. I'll just type it in again. Can you see this?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. All right, sorry guys. You're just not going to get to look at him. Sorry. That's live. Oh wait, here we go. Maybe I can do I click this?
Just do what you did last time.
Maybe I have too many of these. I know. I'm oh wait, add this. Oh, that's so weird. It says it's different on my side. There we go. Okay, so now you can't see us. Whatever. That's not him. Obviously,
Mikey Madison.
That's not him. I don't like her. She is not the future. This guy. All right, can you see him now?
What's he in?
He's awesome. He's in 1923. He was in that awful "It Ends with Us" film.
Oh yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a new movie, which is like a thriller horror film. Wow, this guy's got it. He is so cool. He's got the swagger, and he doesn't even try. He's got it way more than Austin Butler does.
Dude's raving about an actor we can't see.
Is that what someone said?
Yes.
You guys stink, man. That ain't cool. Oh, great. Now you can't see us. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let's okay, now you just see me.
Oh, I know. Bye guys.
Here we go. Wow, this is weird. Okay, there we go. There we go. Good stuff. All right. I'll put up a picture again. Well, I don't want Mikey on there. Here we go. Back to the basics.
Like he's never been on YouTube before.
I know. We're just starting off, guys. Just starting off on the streaming. All right, let's get back to the chats. Because I can't think of any others that still have the swagger other than them. Okay, a little lost
what's
here.
His face? He plays the guy in not Mission Impossible. What's the you know what?
Oh, are you thinking Alan Richson?
Look him up.
He's kind of got it.
He's in the
Reacher.
No. Oh yeah, him, but not. That's not who I'm talking about. It's the guy in He's in Knives Out, the detective.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
He's good.
James Bond.
James Bond. That's what I was thinking. Tom Cruise. Yes, I was
I
thinking
can't
Mission
think of his
Impossible.
name.
James Bond. He's
Yeah,
good.
I don't
I
care
like
for
him.
him very much.
He's good.
He's all right. I've never been a big James Bond guy though. So, all right, let's see. Sorry guys, we're gonna look back in the chats here.
Tobey Maguire.
Everyone's trashing movie. Toby, yes. Did the chat say Toby? Good for
No,
you,
but
chat.
I thought about that.
But he's not in the picture. He doesn't count. He's
I'm
not.
not talking about Spider-Man.
Okay. Well, he's still not in the picture. I mean, I'd love to see a new Toby
Babylon.
film. Huh?
Babylon.
Oh yeah. Well, that's such a
played that
small
one.
appearance, though,
He
right?
played that one director. He was like
I
that.
liked his laugh with his baked bean teeth.
Yeah, that was gross. I hated that.
Oh, you did? Oh man, was he good in that?
Yeah, he played a really creepy guy. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Okay, don't know. All right, we read that. All right, back to Brown Eyes. I don't know if it's his brand. I thought it was just a made up thing for his movies. Oh, okay. It's a cool brand. The Regal in my area is quite nice. Okay, you probably have the only nice Regal cinema. I also like calling them cinemas. I know Az on YouTube, he calls them cinemas, so I call them cinemas. And I had the pleasure of streaming with him on Open Bar. He's cool. 101 Raptor. They labeled it as the final Jurassic movie, which obviously isn't the case. I'm excited for the next movie. I think Gareth Edwards will make the movie darker and more horror, which is what's missing. Gareth Edwards, huh? Didn't he do like Rogue One and all that? Let's check. Gareth Edwards. Oh yeah. Is he the one doing Andor? Huh. Yeah, he did The Creator, which nobody likes The Creator. It was okay. Well, that's exciting. Good news. Unfortunately, those gift cards were Christmas cards. Wait, were the gift cards for Recall? Did she get them? She got you those?
No, I have to.
Oh, she says there's AMC theater. Yep, there's AMC in Columbus. All right. Are you guys into soundtracks? Yes. I got to see Hans Zimmer this past summer in Chicago. Such an amazing experience. So you got to see him perform in Chicago. Is that what it is? You got to see him? Or was it like another composer playing his work? That's cool. I'm not really.
Spider-Man 2.
I don't think so. I think he did like a lot of the Nolan films. I think he does most of the Nolan films. For me, I'm not a big fan of him. I like Danny Elfman. I love Danny Elfman. My gosh. I love of course John Williams. Love John Williams. John Williams, I just watched Schindler's List, and I remember hearing the theme from Schindler's List before, and then I watched the movie. Oh my gosh. Have you seen Schindler's List?
Nope.
No? Oh my gosh, the score is phenomenal. I haven't seen The Substance, but I've heard it compared to Requiem for a Dream. Okay. I haven't seen that one either. Honestly, it's nothing like so what you heard might not have been correct, Brown Eyes. Okay, you and I need to talk about The Substance. I'd love to break it down for you. Yeah, man. Tell us in the chat. I know. I've heard streamers talk about it for so long. The Gourd King, interesting to hear. I think the comparison was abuse type thing. Oh yeah, that's true. Man, everyone loves. Okay, now he's talking about Strange Darling. Strange Darling is actually really good. Surprisingly based. Oh, that's surprising. It does not look like it at all. I mean, yeah, but it seems like pretty loose connecting thread. Substance is more like Cronenberg movie, body horror. Oh yeah, body horror. When I refer to The Wicker Man, I'm talking about Christopher Lee one, not the Nicolas Cage version. I haven't seen the Nick Cage. Man, Christopher Lee is so cool. Luke, have you seen the Lord of the Rings movies?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. So Christopher Lee is Saruman, and he's also Count Dooku in Star Wars. I don't know if you heard this, but one of the last things Christopher Lee did before he died was he watched the Lord of the Rings movies. Isn't that awesome?
I've only seen the Two Towers.
Oh, what? Bruh.
Yeah, I've seen the second one.
That's the worst of the three.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think pretty much everyone agrees with that one. Yeah, you need to watch the other two. Four Rooms is a movie where he and a few other directors did segments. Not sure why Planet Terror is there since that is a Robert Rodriguez movie. Oh, okay. Four Rooms is a movie where he and a few. Okay, so really those. Okay, I understand. Not sure why Planet Terror is there. Okay, so that's like a mix. Okay, you can't even trust what Google tells you sometimes. And then you also, Gord King, weren't you going on about the what was it called? The one with the black lady. I don't know what it's called. Is it Jackie Brown? It might have been the movie.
Yeah.
Like that does not look like a Tarantino movie. I think you were the one talking about that movie. Like you were really interested in telling us how good it was. Death Proof is at the bottom of my list for Tarantino films. Okay, so probably a miss. Gord King, the only Cronenberg movie I've seen is Easter Promises. I don't think there was gore though. Okay. Kurt Russell, yeah, he's always great, man. Have you seen The Thing, Luke?
Yes, I have.
Oh my gosh.
Classic.
You like The Thing, right?
Yeah, I liked him as Ego.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's Ego too. Good point.
Oh, I love his son. His son's great.
Oh, Wyatt Russell, yeah.
Yeah, his son's.
You see Wyatt Russell's newest movie? It was maybe it's not the newest. The one he did with it's like a horror movie. It was, I believe it was Blumhouse, about the night swim.
Oh no, I've only seen him in 22 Jump Street.
Oh really?
He was one of the jocks, football jocks.
Here, let me look up Night Swim real quick.
Night Swim. No, I've never.
I need to get better at this screen sharing. Let's try this out. All right, present, share screen.
Nope.
All right, tell me if you can. Oh, all right, now.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, that's messed up. This stream, it doesn't like me. I'm just gonna. Sorry guys. Guess we're not gonna look at that. Maybe why don't you try? Oh, maybe if I move this, maybe I have too many tabs up. Let me delete some of these. We do not need to see Mickey Madison ever again, so she can leave. All right, I'm gonna add some to the stage just to see if I can. No, okay, that won't work. Minute layout. Yeah, why don't you try? While we do that, I'm going to keep reading the chats.
All right.
I'm not a huge Cronenberg fan, but Eastern Promises. Yeah, everyone's talking about Eastern Promises. I've heard that name so many times.
Oh, actually,
Doctor Sleep is solid, man. Yep. Gosh, man, there's some messed up stuff in Doctor Sleep. They take some stuff a little too far with that poor young man with those evil torturing people. I'll forewarn you about Midsummer. There is some pretty graphic sexuality in it. Oh no, I believe it. That's why I haven't seen it. Yep. Thanks for the warning. Yep. I look up all this stuff in advance every time. I was gonna see Mickey 17, then I saw there was a bunch of stuff in there, according to online sources. So I didn't see it. Sounds like nobody liked it anyway. And it's going to streaming immediately. It's ridiculous. It's about to hit streaming in like what? I think it said like the 27th. Like really soon. Wow. I mean, it just came out. All right, let's see. Also, the first hour is extremely slow of Midsummer. Yeah. I don't really mind like just I don't mind slow. I like slow. Like Hateful Eight is extremely slow, but it was interesting, right? It was really, I love the drama.
I was told it was good from a buddy at work.
Hateful Eight.
No, sorry, I'm thinking the
Midsummer.
No, 2015 Quentin Tarantino was list Samuel L. Jackson.
That's not Hateful Eight.
Oh, sorry, I might be thinking about Hateful Eight.
Wait, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mixed two of them up. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're cool. It's easy to mix them up.
I was mixing up Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, good point here. I think Glenn Powell is the closest thing to modern actors with a potential Brad Pitt swag. He's great in Twisters with his character's personality. Top Gun Maverick 2. That's true. Yeah, he deserves some credit, and the ladies like him, so that's a plus. Gosh, Twisters. I hate to say it, that girl in there was really insufferable. I did not like her at all. That was a rough watch. I liked her at first, but I don't know. People are gonna hate me for that segment. Bryan Cranston next. Wait, so you like? Oh yeah, is he still in? I guess he's still doing stuff.
Malcolm in the Middle. That's the only thing that he's doing.
Bro.
Hey, I'm all for that.
Poor guy got his face banged into a keyboard by Bane in Dark Knight Rises. Wait, who are you talking about?
He's talking about Christian Bale.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're making fun of me for the shared screen. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Brown Eyes. Mikey, Mickey is Michael. I don't know. Is it Mikey or is it Mickey? Because I haven't actually heard her name pronounced. It's got to be Mickey. There's no way it's Mikey. Hey, progress was made. Yeah. Daniel Craig. Yeah. Brown Eyes gets it. See, Brown Eyes and me, we get each other, Luke. Daniel Craig, no way does that guy have swag. That's
I mean, it's just good acting. I don't know.
he's gone soy. Brits call theaters cinemas and movie. Oh,
That's
and
true.
movies films. There we go. Yes, I like cinema. Doesn't that just sound cool? Going to the cinema.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I just say that now. Oh, we're almost at the end of the chats here, guys. Let's see. Daniel Craig is always either too sad, awkward, weird, or anxious to have any genuine swagger. Jeez, these guys are putting you to sleep, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm wrong.
They're putting you to sleep.
Ah,
Yeah, it was Hans Zimmer live. His tour over North America this past fall. He came back for a few more in February. He's touring Europe this year. Oh, cool, man. That's cool. You get to see it from him doing it. That's cool. Have you ever went to one of those shows where it's like live music? No, with like a
No.
composer and everything.
like a rave? No. And
I've
I did
been.
look it up. I did look it up. He did do. It's irrelevant, kind of relevant, but he did do the Amazing Spider-Man 2 soundtrack.
Oh, Hans Zimmer.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Dubstep, you know.
Oh yeah. It was like dubstep, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was.
That's a weird thing for him to do. Huh. But I saw. I think I've seen all three of the original Star Wars movies, like in the theatrical version, where it's like the composed, where they have like the actual orchestra there of like 100 pieces. It's pretty cool, and they have a composer. The first time I just went and saw, so I guess I've only seen two of them. The first time I got to see like the John Williams collection, where this amazing composer and his beautiful set of his orchestra, they played a bunch of John Williams classics. Oh my gosh, wow! And they didn't have any visuals. I don't want the visuals. Like a lot of these these big theaters are showing the movies, and they're also playing the music behind the dialogue with the film. But you end up just watching the movie, and it's hard to process that the music's just right there. So I'd rather them just not show the movie and just play the songs. But like they did the first time. But it's really an experience to see it in person. It's worth checking out. It is kind of expensive though. Oh, whoops! I skipped Brown Eyes. Don't want to skip you, buddy. Random question. Ever think that Gary Oldman in Fifth Element is practically an impression of Matthew McConaughey? Have you seen Fifth Element?
Oh yeah, I actually
With
watched
Bruce
that
Willis?
they re-released it in theaters months back, and yeah, I saw it with a good friend of mine. I hated it, but it was I did not expect what I was getting into. I did not know.
Oh, you hated it?
I was like, why are there flying cars? Why is everybody on drugs? Why but the part that I loved is the budget, like how much they put into the movie. I really like that one actor. He's really funny. He was just a crazy, loud guy. You probably know who I'm talking about.
I haven't seen Fifth Element.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's absurd, dude.
Are the visuals like really bad?
No, it's
like
it's expensive. Let me tell you that.
Really? Are you sure? The one with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah, yes.
I remember when that re-released. I'm surprised you saw that. Why'd you see it?
A buddy of mine it's his favorite movie, and I went and tagged along with him and watched it, and it was absurd. But
who was that? Do I know him?
No, he's a friend from work.
Okay, that's cool, man. Nice. Well, all right. Maybe it's not. You thought it was terrible, though.
Well, I'd have to watch it again because I had no expectations, so it was really strange. I didn't understand anything until like after the fact.
Okay, all right. Gord King, good. I like this chat. The Thing, greatest horror movie ever made. Yeah, it is. It's the best. It is the best. I don't care what anyone says. There's no debating that The Thing is the best horror movie. There's no debate. It's perfect. It is a perfect horror movie. What was that?
I have a great horror movie.
What?
I know a lot of you probably wouldn't agree with me. It's an early 2000s franchise. Disregard the third one, The Grudge.
Okay. Wow, the
That
first
one's
Grudge.
it's so good.
I remember when your sister wasn't your sister the Grudge for Halloween once?
Yeah. She was.
I remember that.
I love how you remember that. Yeah, she
That's an
was
old one.
my little sister.
It was your little sister, right?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, that's funny.
Literally
Okay,
remember
well, that was all right.
that. Forgot she
I've
did
never
that.
seen The Grudge. I've seen The Ring. I like The Ring.
It's The Ring's worse. That's
It's
more of
worse.
like a sad movie.
Okay. The Grudge, is it funny? Is it actually
No,
scary?
it's terrifying, dude. It's like.
Is it real
pure night-
gross?
No, not really. Towards the end, yes, but it's
Is
like
it satanic?
kind of a little
Okay.
bit, not really, but it's like evil spirits, whatever.
Well, maybe we'll watch it sometime.
Oh, we
I'm
should.
curious. All right. I like the Shining idea though. I think we might need to do that next
Oh
week.
yeah, I love
Brown
this
Eyes of Mandalore. Poor Wyatt Russell has the unfortunate task of being the fake Captain America. Man, I loved him. I think he was cool, man.
Yeah.
He's a real person, right? I mean, poor guy, poor bastard. He had it rough. Gosh, I mean, he was pissed off, reasonably so.
Well,
They killed his friend.
I mean, it wasn't him who killed him, but
Yeah, poor
Killed the wrong
choices.
guy.
We all. That was a
Well,
really.
he was on roids. It was roid rage. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. It was roid rage. Nah, actually, I was referring to a young Glenn Powell beating up by. Oh, nice.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, he's got a great electro theme. His concerts are like a mix between orchestra, synth, and rock. A great mix with a memorable vibe. Oh, interesting. All right,
thanks.
man. All right. I'm wounded by anyone who hasn't seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Wounded. Yes,
seen the
I'm
second one.
wounded too, Gord King. It hurts.
I've seen the second one.
As a man in America, you watch Lord of the Rings. That's what you do. It's you put your shoes on in the morning and you go for a run. You do that, you watch Lord of the Rings. You don't just watch it once, you watch it 10 times over. You watch it 10 times over and you see the extended editions. You don't watch the theatrical versions, you watch the extended editions. And then you buy the merch. And I wish I could show everyone this beautiful Theoden statue I have here. I don't think I could turn the streaming camera around, but wow. I don't think I can. I don't know how. It's like 80 pounds. It's really heavy. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to move on. I agree with you, Gord King. It's shameful. But, there's things we don't all see.
You got to show it, dude. It's really cool.
How am I going to do that?
You're saying you can't lift 80 pounds? Just pick it up.
Let me try.
Just pick it up.
Let me pick up the camera. My place is kind of dirty. All right, one second. No, I can't actually move it. It's like strung up. All right, one second. This better not be a mistake.
Just don't drop it, please.
This is because of you.
Yeah, the viewers do.
No, there's no way. I can't move it. Sorry,
you
guys.
brought it up. You got to.
I'm not taking a chance. So, here, I'll show you the. Okay, I know what to do. I'll look it up. Yeah, duh.
Technology, man.
Yeah, and well, you know what? The share screen though. Here, I'll remove. Maybe this will. Oh,
let's just move on. You're right.
Wait, did that work? Yeah, we're just gonna move on. Sorry, guys. It doesn't matter. We'll get it fixed next week. If you want to experience some great writing, music, and animation, watch Violet Evergarden. It's an anime about moving forward after experiencing war, and there's no nudity. Okay, nice. You guys are starting to understand me. Okay, I don't really do animes. Do you do anime, Luke? You like anime?
Yeah, kind of. Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's good.
Like Bakugan, Pokemon.
What did you say?
Bakugan and
Bakugan. Yeah.
Maybe some Dragon Ball Z. That's
okay. Okay. Thanks for the suggestion, man. I'm watching. I don't know if you'd count Invincible as anime, but I started watching that today, and boy, I'm having a great time. It's insane. It's really gross. Cass. All right. I walked into the theater after getting popcorn, and Gally was asleep for Fifth Element. The movie is so confusing. Bad, Luke.
I
blinked. Blinked and asleep are not the same thing. Oh, Gord King has got some bones to pick with you, bruh. Here, I'll get to his in a second. Fifth Element looks a bit dated, but it's a great, great film. Oh yeah, it looks very dated. The Grudge. I want to see you two debate, Luke. I'd love
Oh
to
man.
see
Oh
that.
man. Ooh.
Oh, you man, Gord King. He knows what he's talking about. That's the problem. He does. He's very well versed. The only good Grudge movie is the Japanese original. You-on. The American films are
Ju-on.
awful.
Ju-on, but it was.
Is it Ju-on? Oh.
Yes, Ju-on, but it was. I mean, that one was pretty bad, honestly. But
You thought Ju-on was bad?
I know it wasn't bad. I liked American movies.
Oh, I love this. This is awesome. Never saw The Grudge. So you win by default, Luke. Okay, you got to win there.
Hey, I got a point. Let's go.
All right, Proctophiles on your side, Gord King's on my side. This is good. All right, Brown Eyes. One great horror movie that people don't talk about enough is The Witch. It pulls you straight into the time, especially with the King James Bible type Old English. Oh, okay. Man, I love Old English. Old English is so interesting. I love hearing
Weird.
people speak Old English. It is weird.
I can't remember
Wyatt
that.
Russell was a better. Yes, that is true. Gord King just spits facts, everybody. Wyatt Russell was a better Cap than Anthony Mackie. You can sing that till the cows come home, Gord King. I have no problem with that. The Witch is excellent, deeply unsettling. I would have to leave Gally's house at night alone after seeing The Grudge, and boy, I was terrified.
That
How
was
many times have you
hilarious.
seen The Grudge, man?
Oh, so I can't count. She's only seen it once, but maybe twice. But no, I love that movie. It's pretty
Nice.
good.
All right, man. Well, maybe we'll have to see that. Yes, extremely unsettling, especially the scene with the hag slash. I like that the hag slash witch doing. I won't say to the baby. Ew, yikes, man. Brown eyes. You know. With that being said, maybe I won't watch it. I've heard some really bad stuff about it, so I don't know if I'm going to explore it anyway. Lord of the Rings is the #1 trilogy. Ask Dom Monaghan, or you can ask Billy. Check out that song. I don't know the song. I know that funny the wear wigs. Maybe that's what you're talking about.
Hmm.
But it is the #1 trilogy. Lord of the Rings is probably my favorite franchise, just slightly above Star Wars. Not just the movies, the books and lore. Silmarillion, Children of Hurin, perfection. Yes. Pokemon is dogfighting with wacky monsters. If you have a heart, Violent Evergarden will tear it to pieces with pure romanticism. I love a good romance. I got nothing against romance. I like romance. You
Huh.
know of any good romance movies you like, Luke?
Titanic.
Okay.
That was a really good one.
Yeah. James Cameron. I don't like him at all.
You
I don't
don't?
like I don't like him at all.
I think he's a very interesting guy.
I don't think I've seen anything I like that he's made. I'm sorry.
Huh.
I know. A lot of people are going to hate that. I haven't seen Terminator 2, and everybody loves Terminator 2. I wasn't a big fan of Alien, so I like
Alien.
Predator. I
Alien
don't think
was
he
really
did Predator.
good. Alien Romulus is really good.
Is that the newest one?
Yeah.
Oh. I like Kaylee Spaney. She's great. She's in that. Toy Story is a great trilogy. Don't believe the lies. There isn't a fourth one. I kind of like the new one, too. I think the new one was not bad. Nah.
No, it was just too much.
Too much?
Yeah, it made it sad enough for the third one, then they tried to tear them apart again for the fourth one. Very unnecessary.
It's too much. They need to stop. They need to just stop everything in life,
Yeah.
Disney.
The Goodbye was hard enough for the third one.
Oh, yeah. When Harry Met Sally is a great rom-com. Yeah, that is a good one. I liked You've Got Mail, the one with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. That's one of my favorites. When Harry Met Sally is a good one, though. Weird combo. Also, The Princess Bride. Carrie Elwes. Pride and Prejudice got to be one of my favorite romance movies. We need to watch the classics. I need to see that. I remember reading the book.
Ghost.
Oh, gosh.
You don't
Somebody,
like Ghost?
you've seen it? Is that the one with Patrick Swayze?
I love Ghost. It's such a funny and great and
You said
It's,
funny?
yeah, it's funny because like the medium can only hear his voice, and he's like, it's the whole story.
Nice. Yes, Princess Bride is the best. Yeah, Pride and Prejudice is great. Sense and Sensibility too. Man, you're a sensible guy, aren't you, Gord King? You watch all kinds of stuff. Yes, sense and sensibility is not talked about enough. A great cast. All right, guys. I think that's going to end it for us today. I don't think we have too much more to say about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Again, sorry we didn't get into it super deep today. They're just really, if there isn't a lot to say, there's no point in bullshitting it, right? So
Right.
that's what we had to say. We gave our reactions. We told you about the story, and at the end of the day, it's mostly a recommend. Right, Luke? Mostly recommend.
Yeah, I mean, I recommend it, but I mean, if we happen to watch The Shining, dude, I'm
Oh
gonna have a lot
yeah.
more. I'm gonna have a lot more talking time. I feel
Let's
like.
watch The Shining next week. We'll do that next week. Yeah, so recommend with this and like a little bit of skippable stuff, but it's really mostly pretty good. So check out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We are going to be changing things up a little bit next week. We are going to change the stream time to 10 p.m. Everybody, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So not 10:30. We yeah, we don't need that much time. It's a little late. We'd have it earlier, but we like to meet at 6 p.m. and it usually ends up taking
We
3+
usually start
hours.
the movie like at 6:13, 6:15,
Yeah.
and then
So we're gonna start next week at 10 p.m. Thanks everybody so much for talking in the chat. It's a lot of fun talking to you guys. It's like the most fun part of this is talking to all you and kind of digressing into side stuff because there's always fun things to talk about in film because we're just big film buffs. We're young guys that love films and we love recommendations. We're always open to trying new things. So let us know in the comments below and make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. And check out Luke's channel here as well. Let me unpin this. Luke mostly, he's not a movie guy. He does video game streaming and he also does competitive eating on here too, right?
competitive video on TikTok.
Okay, so
Um,
if you're
it's
still
just
on TikTok, you can check that out on his
yeah,
TikTok.
Gallardo eats.
There you go. Luke's a
I
good
like
guy, and he's an optimistic mind, and he brings a positive light to our group. So we're happy to have him here on the stream. But thank you all for watching. We appreciate you very much, and we'll see you next week. See you guys.